too, they look like bridesmaids. And they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum. Always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I make 40 bands by 4 p.m. They be taking everything you want, I'm like a walking. I don't understand what this hate is about. How you go.
Okay, Coach, football, of course, back in L.A. and back at StubHub Center in Carson, California. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Indianapolis Colts and the Los Angeles Chargers. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go. Hey, I'm gonna go load it. Load it. Set 180. Be hot.
Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Hey, go orange. Orange. You.
Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. And right away, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Rivers. Going deep downfield for Ross. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This is taken at the 18. It'll be a 48-yard punt. 5 there on offense here. 1st and 10. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now it's Locke. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And got his man complete. Luck to Hilton on the hook up there. And even 40 yards.
As far as I'm concerned, Andrew Luck can do it all. I mean, he's an underrated runner, toughness in the pocket, strong and stout. But let's face it, the money, that comes from his arm.
And smart, valedictorian of his high school class in Houston. Then he goes to Stanford. He's got it all. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means you're up.
And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jack Doyle, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Colts are going to take a first-quarter lead. Vinatieri able to tack on the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. So out come the Chargers. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And he'll get this one up to the 26. Clayton Gathers makes the stop.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Going underneath for Gordon. It's a first down and more for Gordon. First by him near the 35. And he's all the way down to the 13-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 61 yards. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different long night.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
Delta!
Second down, Rivers. He went backwards 7 yards, setting up a tough third down. Third and long for Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
That's a lot of beef thundering downfield off of the toss play, and it takes me back to when I was a kid and watching USC play. Remember the old toss that they ran? Used to call student body right or student body left because everyone was out in front of the ball carrier. In fact, one of their favorite plays, it was called rose stem right or rose stem left, depending on the formation. 28 toss. And 28 toss was their bread and butter.
Now it's Luck off the bootleg. Flushed out right. Incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
11B. 11.
To throw is Luck. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there to make the play. It'll be a loss of 14, and it'll bring up a 4th down. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Going absolutely nowhere. They'll wind up losing a yard or 2. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football. I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Back now to begin the second quarter with Charles.
Close to right. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Colts now, their offense works their way back onto the field. Luck and the Colts come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Out of the gun, Luck. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Berryman. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively. Not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Hey, Delta! White!
Now Gordon on 1st down. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
12, 12, 12. 12, 12, 12. One now a little bit.
Now a 2nd down throw for Rivers. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. The turnover put them in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
Rivers. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play. And the official...
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked.
Those really long field goals, when they are made, they are things of beauty. But there is a danger to getting them started, isn't there?
Yeah, with that low drive, you've got to really keep it low to the ground, don't you, to get that distance.
Yeah, hard to just pop it up in the air because otherwise it's not going to get there. So he's got to drive it low in order to have the distance, and that usually puts it in jeopardy, gives him a chance to block it, and everyone knows it on the other side. That's when you get your best jumpers on the other side of the field and try and get up and get it.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. Down on the field, we've got an injured Colt after that last play. We'll step aside and come back to Carson after this. Now a toss play. This is Mack. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Luck on first down. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Jack Doyle with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Colts are in for 6. Vinatieri out there to kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. Dances by him. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Here comes the Chargers offense now back out onto the field. So Rivers will lead the Chargers out 1st and 10 at their own 27. The first down throw here for Rivers. Open man is Ross, complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Looking outside, and he's got a man. That's Gordon. Give him 30 yards there.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Hey, Delta! Flank!
Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. And oh my goodness, he loses it again. Call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And to the right side here, it's Allen. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Allen's first catch, good for a first down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Red Delta! Buffalo wall. White! Q. White!
From the red zone now, Rivers. Flush to his right. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Southern California after this.
Ready, 380! 5-4. White! White! White!
Rivers now on second down. And not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
Coverage was very good that time. A nice job to smother him as the ball arrived, and that ensured an incomplete pass.
And it keeps 6 points off the board. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time it's 3rd and 3.
380!
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 3.
Set! 380! Alpha!
Rivers again. Got a man. It's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Extra point splits the uprights. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. And the Colts coming out now. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of, otherwise he was going to get sacked.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll run with Mack. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there. I know they want to go for it here, and I know that their fans want them to go for it. But listen, I'm going to play head coach right here and look at the facts. Tie game, plus, even if you get the first, you still got a half a field to go. I'll go ahead and punt the football myself.
They'll run for it. This is Mack. And I'm not sure he got there. Did they stop him? They did. Credit the tackle there to Uchenna Nwosu. So they take a big chance here in their own territory. And you think the coach may have some questions to answer?
Yeah, and, you know, normally we focus on the media, right? The social media barrage that he's going to get for this one. How about on his own sideline and in his locker room? Because I think the team's going to look at him like, Coach, why would we go for it there? I mean, no confidence in the defense. You don't like the punter. I mean, touchdown, LA! Melvin Gordon hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And his throw here's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Go ahead. To right. Middle.
2nd and 10, Luck again. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Hurry!
On first down, it's Luck. Throw left side complete. It's Mack. Now before the second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. Luck throwing again. On the move, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So that last penalty making this 3rd down much more manageable. 3rd down, 4 yards to go.
Let it roll.
A shotgun snap for Luck. And he connects with Ebron. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Good for a Colt first down. The former Lion Ebron there bringing it in from Andrew Luck. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Vinatieri started it left. It stays left. It's no good. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. Back to the air. Luck on 2nd down. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
I don't know about you, but I wanted to reach out of the booth and snatch that pass myself. That thing floated forever up there, and I think that threw off the timing of the receiver. That's why he couldn't get his feet down, even though he caught the ball.
You know, Charles, I would have liked to have seen that.
Yeah, me too.
For you. I wanted to see you reach out and catch that.
Yeah, you've heard about my hands, huh?
And a big loss here as he's taken down. It felt like he was in the pocket all day, never got rid of it.
And when you have that much time, you've got to either find someone open or get rid of it because with that amount of time to throw the ball, that means the offensive line's done a really nice job.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That goes for a gain of 31. The big play has him all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Rivers on 1st down. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. To throw again. Rivers. This is Gordon on the dump off. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 3rd and 1, here's Rivers. Open man, it's Allen. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A Charger 1st down. Rivers hooking up with Allen. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Gordon. Space to run past the 20. And down to the 19-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Check. Let's go.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal.
Hey. Come on. Hey.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he will get in across the chalk for a Chargers touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. And he's able to put it through. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Here's Luck now on second down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Doyle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. And that one results in 35 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Nice job defensively to hold him to 4, and now it's second and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's second and goal. He'll get it up the middle. That'll go as a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. From the gun, here's Luck. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And now the Chargers are going to look up here and signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Well, I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this third quarter as he'll go for it on fourth down. They snap it to Locke. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt. And the Charger defense stands tall, and they get the football back. And the Chargers coming out on the field now. This is sort of what you would call the put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
Delta! Keep it skinny. Check it back or check it flank.
To throw on second down, Rivers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
After the interception, it's Locke. Being chased out left. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. On 2nd and 10, Locke escaping the pressure right. This is brought in by Gibson. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Colts on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Now it's Locke. And he's going to find Doyle in the end zone for a Colts score. Jack Doyle, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. By the way, they're into the second half now in Philadelphia on the NFL scoreboard. And the Cowboys now, they've opened things up in that one. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Now the Chargers offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
where Brandon Pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
12.
Rivers from the gun on third down. Sliding out of the pocket. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Hey, Delta! Yo, Rocky. Cluster.
Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Second down, Rivers. Going underneath for Gordon. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Hey!
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike.
From the gun, Rivers. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That one goes for 24 yards. Rivers with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he will cross the 30 down to the 29-yard line. Jamal Sheard on the stop. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They'll have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
They'll keep it on the ground. This time it's Gordon. Shedding defenders at the 15. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Cluster.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Luck on first down. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. First down now, but that clock rolling.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10.
5-4.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Throwing here, Rivers. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Quincy Wilson with the INT. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Locke. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Hurry up!
Hey.
4 down.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Hey. Okay. Okay. Pocket through